Within just the next few weeks, Europe could be heading into an unprecedented extreme summer, with 35 to 40 degrees Celsius heat, prolonged drought, and El Niño rapidly gaining strength. Oh wow! What's about to happen could be even more terrifying than the forecasts. Hello everyone, and welcome back to today's United Kingdom and Europe weather forecast. And I have to say honestly, oh wow! What is happening across the UK right now is truly extremely unusual for late May. Heatwave continues. The early summer heatwave is continuing to intensify, and many areas have just experienced the hottest May day ever recorded in observational history. Hot air is covering almost all of England and Wales, while a very strong high-pressure system remains parked directly over the UK, keeping conditions dry, stable, and extremely hot. And wow, absolutely unbelievable, because temperatures right now are running 10 to 15 degrees Celsius above average in many places. And wow, the latest signals coming from the Pacific Ocean are showing something incredibly significant. El Niño impacts are coming to Europe. That's right, El Niño is rapidly strengthening, and according to many of the latest climate models, this could become one of the strongest El Niño events seen in many years, with impacts extending not only through summer, but also into the upcoming winter across Europe. Before we begin the program, please support us by liking and subscribing to the Mr. Tien channel to stay updated with the latest weather forecasts. Right now, many areas across central and southern England have already recorded temperatures exceeding 30 degrees Celsius. Some hotspots are even approaching 34 to 35 degrees Celsius, temperatures that are normally seen in the middle of summer rather than late May. And the remarkable thing is, this heat wave is not over yet. Tonight, weather conditions will generally remain dry across most of the country. High pressure continues to dominate the atmosphere completely, so rain is almost non-existent. Clear skies in many places will cause temperatures to fall very slowly overnight, especially in major cities such as London, Birmingham, and Manchester. Many places will experience a rather warm and uncomfortable night. Late-night temperatures across the south will still commonly remain around 17 to 21 degrees Celsius, exceptionally high for this time of year. Meanwhile, Scotland and Northern Ireland will feel somewhat more comfortable with slightly lower temperatures, although conditions will still remain relatively stable, with clear spells mixed with thin cloud. Moving into Tuesday, and wow! This could easily become one of the hottest days of the entire week. From early morning onward, sunshine will spread widely across England and Wales. Skies will remain mostly clear with very little cloud, and the feeling of summer will become very noticeable right from the start of the day. A weak weather front will drift across Northern Ireland and southern Scotland, bringing some cloud, but overall it will not have much impact. There will still be some beautiful sunny spells here as well. Across eastern Scotland, there is a chance of a few isolated light showers, but for most of the time, conditions will remain dry and much brighter compared to previous days. As we move toward midday and the afternoon, the heat at the surface will begin generating stronger convective cloud development across parts of England and Wales. And this is when things become more interesting. A few heavy showers or even isolated thunderstorms may begin to develop late in the afternoon. Although these storms will not be widespread, any location that experiences them could see short bursts of heavy rain, strong wind gusts, and sudden lightning. However, most areas will avoid the rain and continue experiencing another intensely hot day. Tuesday afternoon temperatures. England and Wales widely between 28 and 32 degrees Celsius. Central and southern England could reach 33 to 35 Celsius. Northern Ireland and Scotland more comfortable at 21 to 25 degrees Celsius. Eastern coastal areas of England slightly cooler due to sea breezes coming in from the North Sea. But even so, the overall feeling across the country will still be far hotter than the late May climate average. And don't forget, UV levels right now are extremely high. Just spending a short amount of time outdoors around midday could already affect your skin. So if you need to be outside, remember to drink plenty of water, avoid strenuous activity under the strongest sunshine, and use sunscreen. Heading into Wednesday, high pressure still refuses to move away. Heatwave continues. the hot conditions will continue dominating much of the UK. However, there will be a small but quite important change in wind direction. The high-pressure system begins shifting slightly, allowing cooler air from the North Sea to push farther inland toward the south and west. That means eastern coastal parts of England and eastern Scotland will become somewhat cooler. The morning may begin with some low cloud or light fog in a few places, but this will quickly break apart and sunshine will return once again. Wednesday temperatures. East coast only around 16 to 18 degrees Celsius. Scotland and Northern Ireland in the low 20s. Wales and southern England still very hot with 29 to 31 degrees Celsius. And wow, absolutely unbelievable. Because even after cooling down slightly, many places are still running around 10 degrees above average. Also during Wednesday, the accumulated heat could once again trigger isolated thunderstorms late in the day, mainly across southern England or Wales. These thunderstorms can develop extremely quickly. Some places could be under blazing sunshine, and then just 30 minutes later, dark clouds, thunder, lightning, and torrential rain suddenly appear. By Thursday, the weather situation remains extremely fascinating. High pressure still remains close to the UK, keeping most areas dry and stable, but this time the wind direction gradually turns more southerly. This allows the hot air mass to expand farther north and east once again. In other words, temperatures will rise again across a wider area. Scotland and Northern Ireland will also begin warming noticeably. Many places in Scotland could exceed 24 to 26 degrees Celsius, extremely unusual for late May. England and Wales continue widely between 26 and 29 degrees Celsius. Some sunnier spots across central and southern areas could once again touch the 30 degrees Celsius mark. Conditions will generally remain sunny with little rainfall. However, there is still a possibility of a few scattered showers or heat-driven thunderstorms developing from the south and pushing northward. But most people will continue enjoying a true summer-like day. Then by Friday, clearer signs of change begin appearing. A weather system from the Atlantic is expected to gradually push into northern parts of the UK. Clouds will increase. Thicker cloud cover develops significantly across Scotland and northern regions. Showers and stronger winds will also begin appearing more frequently, especially across western Scotland. The isobars on the weather maps also become tighter together, a sign that winds are strengthening. At this point, airflow gradually shifts toward a westerly direction, bringing cooler air into the region. Even so, southern England still holds on to much of the heat. Temperatures still around 27 to 28 degrees Celsius in many places. Other regions generally ranging from the high teens into the low 20s, still above average for this time of year. Throughout the day, there will be alternating cloud, sunshine, and scattered showers, mainly across southern England. However, most of the time conditions will remain fairly dry. As we move closer toward the weekend, the overall weather pattern begins changing more significantly. Oh wow! It appears the high-pressure shield is finally beginning to weaken. Atlantic weather systems will gradually return, first affecting Scotland and northern parts of the UK with more rain, stronger winds, and gradually falling temperatures. High pressure slowly slips away into Europe. The high-pressure system shifts into mainland Europe, allowing the UK's more familiar changeable weather pattern to return. However, the important thing to note is, this seasonal transition will happen quite slowly. That means southern England and Wales may continue holding on to the warm and hot conditions for several more days before temperatures fully cool down. In summary, this has been an extremely hot and unusual start to the week across the UK. Many places have recorded historic May temperatures. Heatwave continues over the coming days. Most of the time conditions remain dry with strong sunshine. There is a risk of isolated heat-driven thunderstorms during the afternoons. By the weekend, weather gradually becomes cooler, wetter, and windier from the north. And wow, absolutely unbelievable. A week of weather where the UK has almost jumped from late spring straight into the middle of summer within just a few days. And wow, absolutely unbelievable. The latest signals coming from the Pacific Ocean are showing something extremely significant. El Niño impacts are coming to Europe. That's right. El Niño is rapidly strengthening, and according to many of the latest climate models, this could become one of the strongest El Niño events seen in many years, with impacts extending not only through summer, but also into the upcoming winter across Europe. Oh, wow. What does this mean? It means that extreme heat waves, prolonged droughts, isolated severe thunderstorms, worsening air quality, and even unusual weather swings during the upcoming winter could all increase significantly over the next several months. First of all, let's simply explain El Niño. El Niño is the phenomenon where sea surface temperatures in the eastern Pacific Ocean become unusually warm. It sounds very far away from Europe, right? But wow, absolutely unbelievable. If that warm water becomes strong enough, it can completely alter global atmospheric patterns, including the jet stream, storm tracks, and temperature patterns across Europe. This is not a new phenomenon. Climate records have documented El Niño cycles dating all the way back to the 1500s and 1600s. In other words, this is part of a natural cycle that has existed for centuries. And right now, we are entering a new El Niño cycle, one that could become very strong. The probability of El Niño developing is increasing very rapidly. The darker red areas on climate maps are expanding quickly, indicating a high likelihood of a strong to very strong El Niño event developing. Right now, terms like Super El Niño are appearing constantly online. However, it is important to remember that forecasting the intensity of El Niño is always very difficult. There have been times when models projected an extremely strong event before later weakening. But as of right now, all signs are showing a strong El Niño is approaching, and this will directly impact weather patterns across Europe throughout this summer. The very first thing we need to talk about is the heat wave. Heat wave continues, and this may only be the beginning. Normally, summers in Europe are already hot, but with a strong El Niño, extreme weather patterns become amplified. In other words, heat waves will become more intense, hot spells will last longer, extreme temperatures will occur more frequently. And wow, absolutely unbelievable. The biggest concern is not just the high temperatures themselves. It's the prolonged heat lasting for many consecutive days. That is what creates enormous pressure on human health, especially for the elderly, children, and people sensitive to heat. One single day at 35 degrees Celsius is already uncomfortable, but 35 degrees Celsius lasting continuously for 7 to 10 days? That is a completely different story. And it's not just people being affected. European agriculture will also experience major impacts from El Niño. Climate models suggest that some crops may actually perform relatively well during an El Niño cycle, such as sunflowers, grapes, olives. However, many other important crops could face declining yields. Corn, wheat, potatoes, because excessively high temperatures and prolonged dry conditions may cause severe soil moisture loss. And there is another issue being monitored very closely. That is Saharan dust. Under hotter and drier conditions, dust outbreaks from the Sahara Desert may continue spreading aggressively toward the Iberian Peninsula, including Spain, Portugal. Over the past several months, we have already seen this phenomenon multiple times, but with a stronger El Niño, the risk of Saharan dust pushing deeper into Europe may increase even further. That could significantly worsen air quality across many parts of southern Europe. In addition, El Niño is also connected to the Atlantic hurricane season. Normally, a strong El Niño tends to reduce the number of named tropical storms, meaning there could be fewer hurricanes overall. But wow, absolutely unbelievable. Weather is never that simple. Because El Niño is only one part of the global climate picture. For example, 2023 was also an El Niño year, yet the Atlantic hurricane season was still extremely active, with around 20 named storms. That shows there are many other factors influencing the global climate system. So what is happening across Europe right now? At this moment, many places are already experiencing a very strong heat wave. London today, for example, temperatures could rise into the mid-30s Celsius. Oh wow, extremely hot for this time of year. Hot air is being pushed northward by a large high-pressure system from England, Wales, France, Spain, Italy. Many places are running several degrees above average. However, a change is beginning to appear. As we move closer toward the weekend, the current weather pattern will gradually begin weakening. The jet stream will dip farther southward. This allows Atlantic weather systems to begin returning. In other words, Ireland, Scotland, Northern Ireland, parts of the UK will begin turning slightly cooler. More rainfall will start appearing, and temperatures will gradually ease after the peak heat. However, southern Europe will continue remaining very hot. The Iberian Peninsula, meaning Spain and Portugal, will continue experiencing above-average temperatures. France and Italy as well. Meanwhile, Scotland will feel somewhat more comfortable. But the important thing is, even when temperatures drop, many places will still remain above the climate average. And that is exactly what concerns meteorologists the most. Regarding rainfall, many areas across Germany, Poland, the Netherlands, Belgium, Denmark have been quite dry for a long time. And wow, absolutely unbelievable. Rainfall over the coming days still does not look very significant. Only by the weekend do a few rounds of rain appear likely to move in. However, the rain will not be evenly distributed. Some places may remain completely dry, while others could suddenly experience very intense thunderstorms within a short period of time. In particular, afternoon and evening thunderstorms need to be monitored across Spain, Portugal, Austria, Slovenia, Croatia, Greece, Albania, Montenegro. Some thunderstorms could become fairly strong with localized heavy rain, frequent lightning, strong wind gusts. In Italy, especially across central and southern regions, more severe thunderstorm clusters may develop this weekend. Greece also needs to monitor the risk of strong thunderstorms on Friday. Overall rainfall totals still remain fairly low across most regions. Most locations may only receive below 25 millimeters of rainfall. However, if localized severe thunderstorms develop, some places could receive 50 millimeters, or even close to 100 millimeters of rain within a short period of time. This increases the risk of localized flooding in some cities. Across northern Europe, especially near Iceland and Scandinavia, snow is still appearing in some mountainous areas. Meanwhile, Ukraine, Belarus, Romania, Bulgaria, Serbia, Kosovo could continue seeing scattered rain and thunderstorms. But overall, the unusually hot pattern continues dominating much of Europe. And the thing worrying experts the most is, this may only be the opening act for the summer ahead. El Niño impacts are coming to Europe. That means stronger heat waves, longer-lasting heat waves, more severe droughts, more extreme thunderstorms, more volatile weather patterns during the coming months. And wow, absolutely unbelievable. Europe is now facing a summer that could become highly unusual. Not simply hotter, but a type of heat that is prolonged, persistent, and extremely intense. So if you are in Europe, please continue monitoring weather warnings, drink plenty of water, avoid outdoor activity during peak heat, and especially stay alert for sudden strong thunderstorms developing during the afternoon and evening. We will continue updating all the latest changes regarding El Niño, heat waves, and extreme weather patterns in the coming days.